He swallowed a wax capsule right before being arrested and sent to prison. But once he got inside, he froze in shock. The guards were actually making all the new inmates drink laxatives. Michael started to panic. If he drank that laxative, he was done for. White Mountain Prison lived up to its reputation as a top-secret facility. The intake screening was incredibly thorough. When nobody moved, Warden Brad pointed across the room and told them that was the autopsy room. Anyone who refused to drink would be taken there for dissection, and whether they'd come out alive was anyone's guess. After Brad's threats and intimidation, Michael and the others had no choice but to drink the laxative. After they'd all used the bathroom, the guards sifted through the waste, looking for contraband. Soon enough, one of them found something. It was the wax capsule Michael had swallowed. The reason Michael ended up in prison was to rescue a government chemist. Inside the capsule were miniature tools he'd prepared, the most crucial items for the escape. He'd thought swallowing it would help him avoid the intake screening, but he'd seriously underestimated White Mountain Prison. Brad then walked up to him, held up the capsule they'd found, and showed it to everyone. Just when everyone assumed it was Michael's, Brad suddenly turned and grabbed the man standing next to him. Turns out Michael's capsule had a special mechanism. When squeezed by the esophagus, it released 3 small prongs that temporarily anchored it in place. But this was also the most dangerous part. While it saved him for now, if he didn't cough it up within 16 hours, the capsule would slowly slide into his stomach. Then Michael would die from internal bleeding. It had been 15 hours and 45 minutes since he'd swallowed it. Michael needed to find somewhere private fast to get it out. As the prongs shifted in his esophagus, Michael was already coughing up blood, but the guards had no intention of letting him return to his cell. Instead, they made him watch in the interrogation room. He could feel the capsule was about to slide into his stomach any second. He had no choice but to activate the emergency plan. A hard blow to the chest. The capsule had one more emergency mechanism. A strong impact to the chest would trigger a barb to shoot out, lodging firmly into the esophagus to prevent it from sliding further. So Michael deliberately provoked Brad, saying White Mountain wasn't all that impressive if they couldn't even handle a small-time thug. Why not take a shot at him instead and let him really feel what they were made of? His words dripped with mockery and challenge. Since Michael was being so arrogant and defiant, Brad ordered the guards to string him up. Brad knew Michael had some pull before he came in, but this was White Mountain, his turf. No inmate had ever dared to challenge him before. He told the guards to beat him hard, but this wasn't enough to trigger the mechanism, and Michael was running out of time. At most, 5 more minutes before the capsule would slide into his stomach. So Michael taunted him again, asking if everyone at White Mountain was soft, if that whip felt like nothing more than a tickle, and whether they had the guts to really make it hurt. That comment completely set Brad off.